Looking at Colony Lambda now, wouldn't you agree that it's recovered some of its spirit?
Definitely. The atmosphere feels different to how things were, even a little while ago.
Perhaps the change isn't a vast one, but something is indeed different. If we hadn't met you, perhaps this change wouldn't have taken place. We'd have retreated into our shells.
All we did was give things a little push. I'm sure you'd have managed this by yourself, Isurd?
You're most kind. Either way, that doesn't change the heap of problems I'm facing. They need fixing, but I can only manage a few at a time.
It's not good if you push yourself too hard, Commander. Getting some rest is important too.
Rest? Not sure how I'd go about getting some rest. The way things are here, I always end up busy, almost without intending to.
I suppose as long as you're at your home colony, things just turn out that way, huh?
And you know, we ain't exactly experts in the art of taking a load off.
That reminds me.
Do you have an idea, Tyon?
Well, this could turn out to be nothing, but earlier, I heard a Nopon merchant talking about something called a natural spa.
A spa?
Supposedly it's in a remote place, not easily reachable by people.
What's remoteness got to do with getting poor Isurd here to relax?
The Nopon also said it contained lots of nutrients, stimulated metabolism, promoted blood circulation.
So you're saying if we get our hands on this spa, then even Isurd could get some rest? He'll be able to recover, basically?
Like I said before, the information is questionable. It's only something I heard in passing.
Tyon.
Commander, I'm sorry, I know it's hardly a credible source.
I think I like the sound of this.
Huh?
I say we go out and we find this spa thing.
I'm not really one to talk, but I didn't think you'd be so into this.
Well, I have a passing interest in things of that ilk. But, I don't want to keep you from your journey.
Do we want to tell them more?
Nah, don't you worry about that. More importantly, how do we go about finding this thing?
Why don't we ask somebody in the city?
Right, better than just us racking our brains about it.
My thanks, all of you.
Just leave it to us, Commander. We'll give this our undivided attention.
Effervescent heart. Off into the city. The walls are very divided. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to ask you a question. Who's that? I'm looking for something called a natural spa. Natural spa, eh? Never seen such bounties of nature with my own eyes, I'm sorry to say. Bounties of nature? What? Don't you even know that? I guess you younglings only know what you know. But if you ask one among folk my age, you still find someone who can tell you all about them. In fact, someone I knew once used to go searching for spots, but they were in elusive spots, never to be found. Spots like... well, you would hear about them being in a forest, or under a cliff, or deep in some cave, but nobody could ever find them. I see. Thank God. Every time man's been to one. You know, maybe he's dead. Don't even around these days. Maybe dead. I'll get in. Thanks. Sorry to bother you. Sorry, could be more help. No, you've helped a lot. Let's go.
A natural spa, eh? Hard to imagine what that might even look like.
I guess we won't know until we get there.
Could we have a moment of time? What's wrong? Do you have an emergency? We want something called a natural spa. We were hoping you might know where we can get one. So you want a spa, do you? Do you know something? Sorry. It's just that I hadn't heard anyone talk about one in a good while. That's a quaint pastime, no mistake. But, you know, a spa isn't something you just have. It's a pastime. You need like a hobby. Like Gil, people used to go to great lengths looking for natural spas. Soldiers tired from war would hear the wounds from their help and they come out ready to fight again. I guess they say it's possible to give you immersion. It warms your core and soon enough you're better. So all I could say. The more we hear about this, the more strange it sounds. You soak your body and it heals? Right. So I'm sorry to say however many decades have all but disappeared. They can disappear. Yep, you can go looking for one, but I wouldn't hold out too much hope about you. This has been great help. Thank you kindly.
Didn't expect you to get so fired up.
Discovering the unknown serves as a good motivator.
I'd like to ask you something. Oh dear, yes? Do you know something called a natural spa? Never thought I'd hear you ask about those ever again. Oh, do you know something? Why, yes, of course. People used to talk about spas until the augurs came home. It's a place where you could heal your wounds, warm your spirit, and strengthen the bonds with your fellow man. Whoa, they did all that? But I've never been to one, you see. In fact, they all died out decades ago. Don't they exist anymore? They're not something you'd find just anywhere, and not many here in the city know about them. But there's someone who might. There is. I think if there's anyone who could tell you, it's him. He's called. Give me a minute. Kind of need love. If you don't find it, it's still going to struggle and die from stress. Come now, it's really not that severe. Well, it's a man that people call a Trivia King. He's got to know what you need. Really, thank you.
The more I hear about these natural spas, the more curious I become.
I mean, that's quite understandable. Again, the people vying on us don't really know much about pastimes other than just fight, so
Let's
it makes
rest and heal
sense.
Hey, so can we talk?
So, what do we know about natural spas? To some wise, hardly much of anything except that they can heal and restore you. We didn't get the most concrete info, huh? Nobody's ever been to one. Look at this poor Claude. He's so haggard I think we're gonna lose him. Just, how do I look to you? One thing's for sure, we're not gonna find what we're gonna get what we've got so far. We've no clue what one can actually be like. Like in the forest or under a cliff? Yeah, realistically, we can't just blindly search everywhere. But it does sound kinda cool, right? Just soaking your body and out healing? Yeah, but soaking in what? It sounds a lot like a bath. It can't just be a bath, right? From the way they talked about it, I thought the same. But I've never been in a bath that healed my wounds. Maybe it's a question of using the right soap? Still, I hate to think we wasted your time, but if we can't come up with any more results... I'm grateful for your concern, but honestly I've been enjoying myself. We might not find anything after all our searching, but this is starting an oldest talk. Just hearing that gave my heart a much needed jolt, though that might not be the best way to put it. No, I think you have it right. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't care what happens. Let's keep searching for a little bit longer. Then let's go ask the bloke that people said who would know about this whole spa business. What, that Trivia King guy? Or the supposedly dead guy? The report of his death could still turn out to have been a bit, or might exaggerated. We don't know whether the Trivia King and the dead or not guy are the same person, but it's worth finding out. I know I said it before, but it's certainly starting to do is a tough task. Ah, enough of that. We're giving you a spiritual lesson on that. Once we find this natural spa, we'll chuck you right into it. Then you had really better find it.
Now then, ready to resume our travels?
Haha. I don't have it for you. You know, I thought I was on to something. So maybe I still do. There we go. If I can climb the ladder. Thank you.
Excuse me, kind sir.
What? What? A bunch of hoodlums? Trying to gang up on an old man, eh?
No, sir. We're searching for a natural spa.
What did you say?
Oh, we're searching...
If it's spas you're asking about, I'm who you need to be talking to.
We are talking to you, mate.
Well then. So you're the kids going around making noise about spas. You think talking to me is the way to get at all my secrets? You might be whippersnappers, but I can respect that kind of grit.
You think he actually knows anything?
I'm wondering.
We heard that there was someone who knew much about spas, but that he had passed away.
What did that old codger tell you? I ain't dying anytime soon.
Mind telling us about the spas, then?
When I was young, I used to go around them all, and a lot. There were about 4 of them. The one I liked the most was the Nordal Natural Spa. At the time, my back was killing me, but one dip, and it was healed. Amazing! The odd thing was, it was just a foot bath. I dipped my feet in, and it healed my back. What genius came up with that, eh? I only ever found 4 natural spas, but I also heard rumors of another secret one. I bet it'd do marvels for one's back.
Mate, we didn't come here to chat about your flipping back.
Eh?
We want to know where we can find a spa. If there's 4 of them, then you can...
No, they're long gone.
What?
Gone?
Thanks to kids like you with your wars and whatever, they've been blown up, filled in.
Huh?
Natural spas need water that gushes out of the ground. No gush, no spring. You might find something if you start digging, though.
Dig. That's your advice.
Though in times like these, start digging holes and people will think you're crazy.
Well, you certainly turned out to be a font of knowledge. I don't regret this at all.
Don't take it to heart, Tyon. We tried our best. We'll just have to accept the result. We may not have found a natural spa, but the time we spent was still worthwhile.
I suppose, Commander.
You suppose nothing. You should let someone finish when they're talking. There is still the secret spa that I couldn't find. Oh, to be more precise, there might be.
What? Really?
I heard this when I was still young, so it might not be too credible. But the rumor goes that there was one in the Brasser geothermal belt. But I couldn't make it. The place was crawling with monsters, inside and out.
So there is hope after all.
Long time ago, lots of people took refuge there. But not one of them came back. That's how dangerous the place is. So, the spa might be there. It might not. That's why I couldn't recommend the place to you.
There we go, then. Hey, Isurd?
Indeed. It might be there, it might not. The more uncertain it sounds, the more it gets me excited.
Weirdo. What if it turns out to be a massive waste of time?
I never thought I'd get so excited at searching for something unknown.
Soak yourself in the spa the way you're getting now, and you're liable to broil yourself to death.
I'll take care. Thank you kindly.
Oops, nearly forgot to tell you. How to properly use the spa. Pin your ears back and listen.
Well, I'm glad we're not listening to that, I guess. This place. And this optional post-game dungeon. Sounds like filling to the brim with high-level enemies.
There's an unusual smell coming from over on the right. Could it be that our natural spa is up ahead?
This is something decent, right?
Yeah.
So, this is the spa.
So it is just a great big stonking bath.
Looks can be deceiving. They told us it has special properties, remember?
The humidity is insane. Do you think the water's hot?
Huh? Hold it. Something's here.
Seems
a
we're not
monster
the first
mash.
visitors today.
Weapons ready.
It's a monster mash. A monster mash that we're gonna beat the fuck up.
Couldn't handle.
Those guys, they healed up something crazy.
Was that an effect of the spa's waters?
Does it matter anymore? Now you can just dive right on in.
Huh? But,
Right. Ready, Isurd?
As promised, time for us to chuck you in.
Hold up! I don't remember making any...
Well, it chucks then.
What? What is the meaning of this? Commander, are you okay?
Other than my heart, I believe I'm quite all right. Thank you.
Just like the old man said, if there's nobody there, it's good manners to jump right in.
Even so, that's not...
However, the water is good.
What does it feel like?
The temperature is very pleasant.
So like I've been saying, it's just a bath.
Look, my wounds are closing as we speak.
Wow. So what that man was saying, it wasn't entirely wrong, it looks like.
Yes. Now that I'm in here, I don't think I ever want to leave.
Nash!
Right, my turn then.
Oh, goodness.
Oi, what's wrong with you? Everybody get in.
Huh?
My word. I'm healing in places I didn't even know I had.
Goodness.
Aren't you coming in? The water's fine.
But I,
I'm coming back to life. Not that I was dead or anything.
Would I have to strip down?
Oh, right. The old man, he did say there's a proper way for getting in the water.
But I mean,
Aww.
right here.
Hey, guys, where's your sense of culture? Get in already. You don't want it getting cold.
It's perfect for healing your wounds after a grueling battle.
but, Commander...
You can be hopeless. Uni, boot him in already, will ya?
Roger that.
Now wait here a minute, Uni. I never said I was going in! Spark, why did it have to end like this?
Tyon, it's a good experience for you. It wasn't so bad, was it?
Well, now that you ask...
Yeah, taking a dip wasn't bad at all.
Right.
All my tiredness is just completely gone.
Did you enjoy your break?
I did. Thanks to you, I feel as if a weight's been lifted from my heart. I believed I was working for the colony, but really I was running myself into the ground.
So it was worth coming here.
It just shows that there's room in any heart to appreciate the finer things. This has given me a lot to think about. At some point, I'll have to bring everyone in the colony here.
If you can make everyone fit. In a space like this, people have to take turns. The lines will get long.
Huh. Then perhaps we need to dig some more holes. We might even discover some new springs.
You're really serious?
Once the fighting ends and people have more free time, then I might give it some serious thought. Digging a few holes shouldn't pose us too much of a challenge. We are miners after all. But wait. If we can discover many more of these spas, we could bring in people from other colonies.
Looks like you've caught the spa bug, Isurd.
Times like this are when the commander shines the brightest.
Bet you're glad we helped him, Tyon.
Yes. I think he's going to be an even greater help to us now.
Shall we be off? Our next objective awaits.
Alright, I think I can do one more for this session, and then I can just do the rest at some other point in time, but yeah.